Good morning, guys. Today we are going to start lesson 2. This is also in two parts as lesson 1 was yesterday. For the first part of lesson 2 for our unit 1, you're going to need a comfy place to sit with your Chromebook, and we'll be doing some reading today. So you will be choosing an independent research reading book. Then you will discuss why you chose that particular book in a class discussion. And this class discussion will happen on Canvas. Research reading. I want to talk about what research reading is. It is a verb, so that means it is an action, because verbs are action words, so it's something that you're doing. So the definition of research reading is reading informational texts about a topic. So you'll be reading informational texts about a particular topic that you choose today. We are going to be talking about we're going to be working to become ethical people. And in order to do that, we're going to keep up with how to do that with this anchor chart that is going to be found in your purple workbook, and the page will be listed in our Google Classroom. So in order for us to work to become ethical people, we have to treat others well and stand up for what is right. Ethical people, this is a noun because it is a person or a group of people. The definition is to treat each other well and stand up for what is right. That is what it means to be ethical people. So the first habit of character, so this would be a character trait, is going to be respect. What does respect mean? What does it mean? It means that I appreciate the abilities, qualities, and achievements of others and treat myself, others, and the environment with care. So that's what it means to be respectful or have respect. But what does it look like? So respect can look a few different ways, lots of different ways. A few of them are applauding others when they've done well. So really cheering somebody on when they've done well at something. So kind of like when I shout you guys out for just being prepared, asking great questions, anything like that. Another way for respect to look is taking care of things and people. Take care of the things that you have, take care of others' things, take care of people. And then another way that you could see this is throwing trash in the trash and recycling. So that would go with the environment, and that would mean we're not throwing our trash on the ground. If we see trash, we're throwing it away so it's not just there. And then what does respect sound like? I really appreciate blank. So you could say how much you really appreciate what somebody did, or tell them you did a great job with this, or even thank you so much for. And as we go through, you'll hear Miss Reed say this a lot. I always thank you guys when you do what I ask you to, because you're showing me respect and I'm showing you respect back. So respect is something that everybody shows each other. So again, the definition of respect, which is a verb, so this is an action, is that I appreciate the abilities, qualities, and achievements of others and treat myself, others, and the environment with care. So thinking back to yesterday's lesson, we had two guiding questions that we're going to be focusing on as we go through our first module, the first 3 units in reading this for the year. So those questions are, why are education, books, and reading important? And how can I overcome learning challenges? So let's talk about our learning targets for today. The first one is that I can select a research reading book that I want to read. So this means you are going to be able to pick a book that you want to read. So you get to make sure that you are interested in what you're choosing to read. The second learning target is that I can use complete sentences to tell why I chose my book in a digital class discussion. So this discussion, again, is going to take place in Canvas. Research reading, let's talk about this some more. Research reading is reading informational texts about a topic. So remember, that's what the definition of research reading was, reading informational texts about a topic. Research reading is very important because it helps us build background knowledge and vocabulary on the topic we're learning about. So we're going to be doing research reading for class as we do class texts and read alouds. So I want you to be able to get used to what you'll be seeing and learn how to build background knowledge, which is why we're going to have that class discussion on Canvas. And you're going to use vocabulary that you read in the book. So that way we learn more. For independent reading, since this is going to be how you pick your research reading book, we need to take a test drive on the text. Just like your parents test drive a car before they buy it, you got to make sure that it's the right fit. So we have to make sure that our independent reading book, our research reading, is going to be the right fit. So what you'll do is you will read the first few pages. You're going to put up one finger for each word you do not know. Put up one finger for each word you do not know. And down here, right here, I have a good little guide for you. So if you're putting up 0 to 1 finger, that means that book is too easy. We got to pick something a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging. If you're holding up 1 to 2 fingers, that is a perfect choice book. That means if we're thinking Goldilocks and the Three Bears, it's just right. If you hold up 3 to 4 fingers for each word you do not know, so there's 3 to 4 words you don't know, if you feel like giving it a try it out. That's okay to push yourself a little bit. Try it out. But if you're holding up 5 or more fingers for however many words you don't know, then it's going to be too hard. And you're going to be focused on the words that you don't know instead of building that background knowledge and vocabulary. So we're going to step away from that book and take a step back and try to find another one that'll fit just right. So what I want you to do now is I want you to pause the video where this is. I want you to set a 15-minute timer for yourself because I want you to take 15 minutes to test drive the texts. You're going to go to Epic and type in our class code. And if you go into Google Classroom and click on our virtual classroom, in the set of books, or on the computer, you have the Epic logo, and you'll click that. It will take you straight to where you need to go to put in our class code, which is right here. Our class code is also on the Google Classroom stream. It is always also on the Google Classroom stream. So you should be searching for research reading texts. So these are informational texts. So it's going to be a nonfiction text. I know that there are videos on there, but we're not going to be doing the videos. I need you guys to find an independent book because this research reading book is going to help drive our class discussion today. So if you don't find a research reading text, you won't be able to do the class discussion, and that's going to be our assignment today. So go ahead, pause this video, or stop it, and take 15 minutes to find your Just Right research reading text. And I will see you in a little bit.